Hello, Tolford Alliance Church, and welcome to this update as we approach the middle of March. Isn't that nice? It is also wonderful to be able to have live music again at church and to have the services live streamed, or the service live streamed for those who can't join in person. March is also the month of our food bank focus, and so I want to thank you in advance for your generous support of that, whether that be in groceries or in funds. A few quick reminders about our weekend services. Be sure to register for either the 9:30 or the 11 a.m. service, and you can find the registration link in the email version of this update or on our church website. We will be streaming the 9:30 service, and you can find that directly on the YouTube channel. Just Google Tolford Alliance Church on YouTube and you'll find it. Or you can go to our church website at tolfordalliancechurch.com, and there's a link to it there. We continue to do all we can to guard the health of the most vulnerable, and that includes screening, masks, hand sanitizing, distancing, and minimizing the amount we socialize following our services. So thank you in advance for doing that. Thank you for cooperation with all of those measures. I want to talk a little bit about the road ahead. As more people are vaccinated and we're moving closer to restrictions being eased, that is great news. But it's also a time when we're vulnerable and we need to guard our heart. Here's why. One, each province is going to ease restrictions at a different rate. And it also will probably be different in other parts of the world. So it's going to be easy to compare and criticize and complain if we do not agree with the pace with which restrictions are being eased here. Secondly, once restrictions are eased, we might be discouraged if things don't return to the way that they were before. Some things will have changed in ways that cannot be reversed. Further, when we look back, we often do so with a glamorized view of the way things were before. We could be disappointed if we try and recreate the past rather than grow into the opportunities and the challenges of a new reality. And third, we are all tired, very tired. And when we're tired, we might find ourselves becoming annoyed or irritated at the pace with which restrictions are eased or at the pace of recovery. We are people of faith, we are people of hope, but we need to be careful that we don't fix our hope on the wrong thing. If our hope is fixed on returning to the way things were before, or fixed on a return to the familiar, we may be disappointed. Isaiah 40 verse 13 tells us that those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. Over the next months, the challenges of the pandemic will fade, and there will be new opportunities to tackle along with new challenges. Our hope is not the hope of a problem-free life, but in our God who is with us regardless of the circumstances. So I encourage you to guard your heart. Find effective ways to draw close to the Lord through Scripture, through worship, and through the community of faith. He is with us, and that gives us great hope for the future. I want to talk a little bit about this coming weekend, the message series. You might find it difficult to identify with Peter, who walked on water to join Jesus. The miracle of Jesus and Peter walking on water is unique, but as we explore the context of it, we find that the circumstances of the disciples is very familiar. We have all made that same declaration as Peter. Lord, save me. Now you can prepare for this week's message by reading Matthew 14, 22 through 34. And the story is also told from different perspectives in Mark 6, 47 to 52, and John 6, 16 to 21. A few verses from Matthew 14, 30 to 33. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid and beginning to sink, cried out, Lord, save me. Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. You of little faith, he said, why did you doubt? And when they climbed into the boat, the wind died down. Then those who were in the boat worshipped him, saying, truly, you are the Son of God. I'm looking forward to exploring this passage further this weekend. So thank you in advance for joining, whether that be in person or online. Take care. May God bless.